Hello and welcome to the training on the Course Performance Dashboard on accountability.fiu.edu. This training will cover the basics of measuring course performance and how to navigate and interact with the dashboard. Before we get started, let's cover some basic information. To effectively evaluate how well a course or a specific part of a course is doing, it's important to look at both the course's results and the ways it gathers feedback. Additionally, other aspects like the method of teaching, the subjects taught, and the backgrounds of the students should be taken into account. One common way to assess a course's effectiveness is by looking at how many students finish it, often referred to as the completion rate. This rate, sometimes known as the DFWI rate, standing for drop, fail, withdraw, incomplete, or passage rate, calculates the proportion of students who successfully finish the course within the set time. The rate decreases if students drop out or don't manage to complete the course. The success of a course is crucial because finishing courses is a key part of a student's path to graduation. Not doing well in important courses, such as ENC 1101, has been shown to affect a student's chances of graduating. Both students and the university face costs when it comes to enrolling in and providing courses. By cutting down on the need for students to retake courses, both students and the university can save money. The Course Performance Dashboard can be found by clicking the Course Performance button located under the Student Progression header on the top blue bar of accountability.fiu.edu. You can also scroll down in the text of the web page and find course performance there. This will navigate to the table of contents. The table of contents of the Course Performance Dashboard is broken into 3 sections. The first section looks at different analyses related to measuring the performance or feedback of courses. This section contains notable reports such as grade distributions, the SPOTS survey, and various reports related to the passage or effects of courses. The Rating and Passage Rate Utilities header contains summary analyses and utilities related to the completion rates and feedback mechanisms of courses. Last, there is a Resources section that contains useful resources such as summary tables for download and a data dictionary that can be accessed at any time. Let's start by looking at the Grade Distribution Report, the first report on the dashboard. The Grade Distribution Dashboard contains records of the completion rates of all courses in the university for each year. As noted in the footnote of the table, the dashboard is able to expand and contract its level of detail by moving up and down defined hierarchies. This dashboard contains 2 of these hierarchies, one for the academic year and semester, and the other for courses, the sections, and instructors. You can navigate up and down these hierarchies by pressing the plus or minus sign that appears when hovering over the columns in the table. Let's look at the dashboard broken down by semester rather than academic year. Notice the plus sign on academic year. When we click this, it will display the semester instead. We can now see the completion rates for the summer 2023 semester instead of the whole academic year. This is a valuable trick for customizing your display. You can accomplish similar changes by hovering over the course listing column, which can expand down to show the instructor of each course, provided you have sufficient credentials. This dashboard also has a parameter that controls how incomplete grades are handled. By default, incomplete grades will populate as IN grades in the dashboard. These will count negatively towards completion rates. By switching the parameter to final grade, the dashboard will instead use the student's resolved final grade, if available. We can also interact with the filters on the dashboard by expanding the filters pane. This is done by pressing the hamburger button on the top left of the dashboard. The filters pane of this dashboard contains sections related to the type of filter available. This dashboard has filters related to the time frame of the courses being taught, including the year, semester, and session. The course structure and location variables are related to the ownership structure of the course and where it is being taught. The course type variables contain an assortment of different filters for different course attributes, such as its level, name, modality, and continuing education status. The student academic structure variables are related to the program and plan that students have declared, and which college they belong to within the university. This dashboard also has some valuable student demographics, such as the student's ethnicity, gender, enrollment status, and an indicator for if it is the first time a student has taken a particular course at FIU. Let's return to the table of contents by clicking on the Course Performance button on the top blue header once again. Next, let's review the graduation rates by grade earned analysis under the Course Performance Analytics header on the table of contents. This dashboard examines how your grade in a particular course can relate to your graduation rate within a particular time frame. The dashboard defaults to looking at Writing and Rhetoric 2, one of the more important and strongly related courses showing this relationship. This can be changed by interacting with the drop-down in the top left of the dashboard. Similarly, in the top right, next to the Filters button, is a drop-down to change the threshold for the graduation rate. This dashboard defaults to looking at the 4-year graduation rate, a standard at FIU for measuring the timeliness of our first-time-in-college students. Using this setup, we can see that students earning a C+ or below in this course have under a 40% graduation rate. We can examine the Filters pane of this dashboard to look at other options related to the analysis by clicking the sandwich menu in the top right of the dashboard. The Filters page of this dashboard is broken up into several sections. The first section, called Cohort Variables, controls the type of students that are being used for this analysis. By default, the dashboard is looking at students that entered the university as first-time-in-college students in the 2017 academic year. These students were also considered full-time their first fall semester. Next, the dashboard also contains options for selecting the college of the course, as well as its department, location, and modality. You can also change which student majors and colleges are considered for the analysis using the student academic structure variables. The student demographics section contains some summary demographics shown to be important in measuring the success of our students. Thank you for watching the training on the Course Performance Dashboard on accountability.fiu.edu. If you have any suggestions to make this training or the dashboard better, including filter additions or other analyses, please reach out to the Office of Analysis and Information Management.